student, we have reached the last topic of the lesson, that is distribution of rainfall. So after studying the seasons, now we know that we are receiving rainfall mainly during two seasons, that is the southwest monsoon and the retreating monsoon, and we receive 90% of the rainfall during these seasons. So if we take the entire country, we can divide the country into four regions based on the availability of rainfall, that is into heavy rainfall region, moderate rainfall region, low rainfall region, and scanty rainfall region. Let's see how this division is done. Now there is a map in your textbook. It shows the mean annual rainfall distribution. So in this map you can see the areas which are green, dark green, and that purplish in color. These are the areas which receive highest amount of rainfall, right? Then the map is showing the distribution of rainfall throughout the country, but I'll give you a better map. Yeah, that is this one, right? So here it's little more easy, and this one is simpler. So you can clearly see that the index it is given that the dark shaded areas receives temperature rainfall more than 200 centimeters per year, right? So this area is called as the heavy rainfall region. Then the second one is the region that receives rainfall between 100 and 200 centimeters. And the third region is the areas of low rainfall. If you see the map, almost most of the country is coming under, most of the part of the country is coming under this region, that is 50 to 100 centimeter rainfall, that is low rainfall region. And the last one, whichever area is marked in this what we say orangish color, is the region of scanty rainfall. So you will not get this picture in your textbook. Better take a screenshot or draw it in a map. Now let's see what are the features of each of these rainfall regions. Now first one is the heavy rainfall region. That is, these are the areas which receives more than 200 centimeters of rainfall per year, and this includes areas like the windward side of Western Ghats as well as the windward side of Meghalaya Hills, where comes the wettest place in the world itself, Cherrapunji as well as Mosenram. Then the southern slopes of Eastern Ghats, that is the coastal Tamil Nadu region and all, as well as the coastal West Bengal and Odisha receives more than 200 centimeters of rainfall. So let's have a look at the map again. So the dark shaded areas are the areas that receive heavy rainfall, right? The west coastal region, that is the areas in the windward side of the Western Ghats as well as the northeastern states. Now second region is the moderate rainfall region. In this area rainfall is actually between 100 centimeters and 200 centimeters. The main area includes northern parts of Andhra Pradesh, southern parts of Tamil Nadu, Middle Ganga Valley, then some portions of Western Ghats as well as Eastern Ghats. So these are the areas that receive moderate rainfall. Now the third region is the low rainfall region. These are the areas where rainfall is scanty or scarce or comparatively less, from 50 centimeters to 100 centimeters. This includes some interior parts of the Deccan Plateau region as well as northwestern states like Rajasthan, Haryana, parts of Punjab, Delhi, etc. Now, the last region is the scanty rainfall region. These are the areas that gets the least rainfall in our country. These areas receive less than 50 centimeters of rainfall at an average in a year. Includes the Thar Desert, the cold deserts located in Ladakh area, then the rain shadow regions of Western Ghats and the parts of the Western Ghats. So these are the areas that receives the least amount of rainfall in India. Now moving on to the next topic, part of this one, that is the features of Indian rainfall. In your textbook it is given as 5 separate points. Same thing is given here. So we know that rainfall is received mainly during the southwest monsoon season. In that is also it's mainly during June, July, August, September. These are the 4 months, right? Now 70% of the rainfall occurs in this one particular season, south monsoon, and the most of the rainfall that we receive in India is of relief type, or we can call it as orographic rainfall. You have studied what orographic rainfall is. Now the other source of rainfall are cyclonic rainfall. We have both tropical cyclone as well as temperate cyclone helping in getting some rainfall, and convectional rainfall. Then one of the important feature of the rainfall in India, or the monsoon rainfall, is the fifth point. Rainfall is erratic or irregular, right? At times it comes little early or goes little early. Sometimes amount of rainfall is more, amount of rainfall is less. So we don't have any idea in which what is going to happen. There are a lot of factors influencing this. Therefore, one important feature of our rainfall is its irregularity. It affects a lot of things because India as an agriculture economy is depending on this monsoon rainfall. Even though we have developed in the field of agriculture, a large number of farmers are still depending on rainfall for irrigation activities. We are still dependent on monsoon rainfall for agriculture. So these are the features of Indian rainfall. And now if you have your textbook open with you in front of you, it looked like we have came to the end of our topic, but it's not like that. We have one more topic to cover, one more important topic. If you go back to page number 100 in your textbook, you will see something called climatic graph. So these climate graphs are very important for us. You will get questions from climate graphs, actually questions based on the interpretation of the graph. So we'll discuss this graph also today. Now this is the climate data. This graph shows the data of the city Delhi, right? So here on the x-axis the months are given. On y-axis we have temperature in degrees Celsius as well as rainfall in millimeter. The bar graph shows the rainfall and the line graph shows the temperature. Now first we'll concentrate only on temperature. If you see the temperature graph, that is the line graph, you can see in January it is comparatively low, somewhere around 15-16 degrees Celsius, right? That is the winter season. Then from winter to summer, as we go to summer, the temperature in Delhi keep on increasing, right? By around April, May, it reaches at an average 35-36 degrees Celsius. And in the month of June, it's almost 36, the maximum. Then July, August, September, that is the southwestern monsoon season. Monsoon rainfall reaches Delhi, so cooling effect is there. Not only that, sun starts moving downward, that is southward, so the Delhi's temperature starts coming down. Then July, August, September, right, we are approaching the winter season, so temperature is coming down, and again by September, October, November, temperatures go back to below 25, 20, like that. So this is the distribution of temperature of Delhi, right? So in four different seasons, the temperature is in four different levels. In winter season, it is very low, and in summer, it goes as high as 36 degrees Celsius at an average. Now come back to the bar graph. The orange bars are showing the rainfall in millimeters. So Delhi received most of its rainfall during southwest monsoon season. That is mainly in the month of July, August, and September. Monsoon starts by June, but we know that it's going from the south to north. So monsoon winds reaches northern part of India by around July, and because of this, Delhi receives maximum rainfall in the month of July, August, and September. But in all the three seasons, the amount of rainfall in Delhi is comparatively very low. Similarly, there are three more graphs in your textbook. We'll no need. I think there's no need to explain each and every graph like this. You can only interpret it. Now, before that, there are four graphs. Sorry, maps given in textbook. On page number 90, you will get a map showing the mean temperature of the month of April. So April is part of hot summer season. So here you can see during season which all places are having how much amount of mean temperature, right? Which area is hotter, which area is cooler, right? Then there are three more maps. In page number 93, you have a map showing the temperatures of July, right? So we can easily identify the variation in the temperature. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to go through all these maps and you have to make an idea what is the average temperature in the country during different season. So July means that is the southwest monsoon season. So this season is the season of general rainfall. That means that's the cooling effect. So overall temperature is comparatively moderate. Now this one is October, right? Temperature is still moderate, and this shows temperature of the month of January. Temperature is comparatively low. Now the graphs in page number 100 shows data of four stations, that is Delhi, Chennai, then Tirapinji and Kozhikode. Now Come back to this Delhi's map. So we have already seen the map of temperature. If you want, you can go back and see that. Now here we can now easily identify what is the condition of Delhi during different season. Right, the blue color, dark blue, shows the southwest monsoon season. So during southwest monsoon season, Delhi receives highest amount of rainfall, and temperature is somewhere around 30 degrees Celsius. When it comes to retreating monsoon, temperature drops from 28 to 20 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is very less, just above 20 millimeters. And when it comes to winter, that is the northeast monsoon, temperatures are very low, rainfall is also very low. And in April, temperature goes up, whereas rainfall remains low. So I think now you will be able to interpret all the four graphs in the textbook. Now for temperature, we have four separate maps because temperature varies from season to season. But in case of rainfall, we don't need actually uh, four maps because we receive rainfall mainly during two seasons, that is southwest monsoon and retreating monsoon. Other two seasons remain comparatively drier. So this one map shows the rainfall conditions over the country during the southwest monsoon season, that is June to September. It's almost similar to the annual rainfall because we receive most of the rainfall during this season. The western coastal area, then northeastern states are the areas where rainfall is maximum. Right. Now, when it comes to the northeast monsoon, the situation is like this. Maximum amount of rainfall is received mainly in the Coromandel coast. You can see here the Tamil Nadu coast region, right? And southern part of Kerala. These are the two areas where rainfall is maximum during northeast retreat monsoon. Rest of the country receives comparatively less rainfall. So first of all, you have to be familiar with these two maps. That is the rainfall conditions during southwest monsoon as well as northeast monsoon. Now, now if you look at this one, I think it will be more easy for you to understand. If you see all these four stations, first look at the bar graph. In Delhi, Kozhikode as well as Cherrapunji, the bar graph has a similar shape. That is, during the southwest monsoon, rainfall is maximum and it is less during the remaining seasons. But in case of Chennai, it is not like that. Chennai's graph is looking different. So the reason is simple. If you go back to the rainfall map, during southwest monsoon, all the three places, that is Delhi, Kozhikode as well as Cherrapunji, receives high amount of rainfall. They won't get much rainfall during the northeast monsoon season or the retreat monsoon season, whereas Chennai, being located in the east coastal area, it won't get rainfall during southwest monsoon. Only during northeast, so retreat monsoon, Chennai receives rainfall. Therefore, the graph of Chennai is slightly different from other three. Right now, I think it will be easier for you to interpret the climate graph. Yeah, let's have a look at Chennai, because Chennai is the odd one among the four. Now, if you see Chennai receives maximum rainfall during retreat monsoon, that is October November time, and also in December, that is the beginning of northeast monsoon. And if you see the temperature, being located in the South India, temperature of Chennai never goes less than 24, right? Always, whether it is winter, summer, whatever it is located in the South India as well as in the coastal area. Therefore, the temperature of the Chennai is comparatively higher. Even in the coldest month, January is the coldest month in India. Even in the month of January, temperature is somewhere around 24 degrees Celsius. And in May, it goes maximum 36. That is because of the cooling effect. Because of the cooling effect of the Bay of Bengal, the temperature remains moderate. Whereas in Delhi's case, it goes extremely like 45, 50. I'm not talking about the average temperature, maximum temperature. But Chennai being located close to the coastal area, the temperature is always moderate, neither too high nor too low. But if you see the temperature map like this line graph of other stations, like stations in North India, Delhi as well as Cherrapunji is given in green, Delhi is given in this orange color. right? So in case of Cherrapunji as well as Delhi, during winter season temperatures goes down. But in Kozhikode, which is located in Kerala, that is in the southern part of the country, as well as for Chennai, the temperature remains high or it never goes below 25 degrees Celsius. Right. Now, now I think you will be able to interpret the climate graph in a better manner, right? You have to look into so many things. You have to see the both temperature as well as rainfall data. Then you have to see the location of the particular station, whether it is in North India or South India, right? Now, what about climate data in a table format? That is climate data table. Let's see how it is. This is how a climate data table looks like, right? Here, data is given in a table format, similar to other one. There it is given in a graph, here in a table format. Now, let's have a look at the data. So here all 12 months are given, temperature also given, rainfall is also given, right? Now, how can we interpret? There are different ways to interpret. We'll start with the very simplest one. These are the simple 4 questions that can be asked about this particular data. Which is the hottest month or which is the coldest month? And which is the wettest month and which is the driest month? We can interpret so many things, but these are 4 simple questions. So we'll start with simple questions. Now, it's very easy to find out. Hottest month means the month having maximum temperature. Just need to look at the temperatures, then see which month is having the maximum temperature. So here in this case, there is May. So answer is May. May is the hottest month. Similarly, coldest month is January. Wettest month, the month having maximum rainfall. Look at the rainfall. So you can see that July is having the maximum amount of rainfall. So that is the wettest month. And the driest month is December. So these are the answers. So it's very easy to interpret the climate data table also. Now we can interpret all these kind of things. Now let me ask you one question. Will you be able to identify the station by looking at the data? Is it possible? Just try yourself. Pause the video for a minute and just try. Look at the temperature, look at the rainfall, right? Then just try to figure it out. Okay, now I'll tell you how to do it. Before you go for all these kind of things, you should be familiar with uh, at least few important stations in there. Say for example, we'll go back to the map. Yeah, if you see this map, I have marked a few stations, right? So the blue dots indicates the stations which are given in our map, so a textbook. The blue dot on the top, D, stands for Delhi, C is Cherrapunji, K is Kozhikode, and this red one is Chennai. So in case of uh, these 4 states, we have the data. We can look into textbook and we can easily study that, right? Now let me take one example. We have already discussed that. In case of Chennai, in Chennai's case, rainfall is maximum during the northeast as well as retreating monsoon season. Temperature is always above 25 degrees Celsius because it is in the tropical area and close to the sea. Now, when it comes to Kozhikode, which is in Kerala, again the same condition. Temperature will be always high, right? That it will be above 25 because we are in the south. I mean, Kozhikode is in the south. And there is actually no winter. And rainfall, since it is in the windward side of the Western Ghats, where the rainfall is maximum, so the rainfall graph will be somewhat like this. That is, during the southwest monsoon, this place receives maximum rainfall, and in other season it will be comparatively less. Now if we see Delhi on the top again, rainfall graph will be almost similar to that Kerala. Shape will be similar, right? Southwest monsoon season is the rainy season. In other season it will be dry. Cherrapunji will also have almost similar shape, maximum rainfall during southwest monsoon season. But Delhi and Cherrapunji will have a different temperature graph. The temperature graph will be like this during both. For this both Delhi and Cherrapunji, during winter season temperatures will be very low, and in other seasons, that is summer season, temperatures will be comparatively higher, right? Now let's take 2 example which is not given in the textbook. Say for example, that is Visakhapatnam and in Andhra Pradesh. So it is located in the east coast. Just like Chennai, this station will also receive rainfall, maximum rainfall during retreat monsoon season, right? Because it is in the east coastal area, therefore it receives rainfall during uh, retreat monsoon season. Now this state is also located in the southern part of the country, that is to the south of tropic of Cancer. Therefore here also temperature will remain high, right? So by looking at the temperature and rainfall, we'll be able to identify, or we'll be able to locate this station. We may not be able to say the exact station, but we will be able to say whether it is located in the North India or South India. If it is in South India, whether it is in the east coast or whether it is in the west coast. Now we'll go back to the data. So this is the data. If you see the temperature in January, that is even the coldest month January, that is temperature here in this month also temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. That means even in January temperature 21 means the station is located in the southern part of the country. And if you see the remaining months, temperature is almost equal, 23, 27. Only during hot summer season it is going high up as 31, 33, 33, right? And in other months it's almost in the 20s. That means this state essentially is not in North India, because if it is in North India, temperature would have gone below 20, right? So one thing we can say, this is station which is located somewhere in South India or to the south of Tropic of Cancer. Now we have to find out whether it is in the east coast or west coast. For that we have to look into the rainfall. So if you look into the rainfall, again we can see maximum rainfall is in July, August, September. June, July, August, September. That means the southwest monsoon season, right? That means this station is somewhere in the west coast, right? If it is in the east coast, rainfall would be maximum during retreating monsoon season, but in this case, it is maximum during the southwest monsoon season. Now, which are the major cities or stations that are located in the west coast of South India? An example which is in the textbook is Kozhikode, but this is not Calicut or Kozhikode, because Kozhikode or Calicut, being located in Kerala, receives little more amount of rainfall than this station during retreat monsoon as well as uh, northeast monsoon. Not only that, in the previous video we have already seen that uh, mango showers, it gives little rainfall during the hot summer seasons, right? So if this is Kozhikode, then rainfall would have been slightly different. So this is not Kozhikode station. Then one thing we can say is a station which is located further north, a station which is not in Kerala. So in this way we have to sort out and we have to find out the station. And here in this case the answer is Mumbai. This is the data of the station Mumbai, right? You look at the temperature, it's not never going too down, right? Then the rainfall is maximum during southwest monsoon season, and in other seasons rainfall is comparatively very less. Now you just look at the location of Mumbai, right? Mumbai, here it is given using letter M. Since it is located in the northern part of the Western Ghats, it will not receive any rainfall from northeast monsoon, right? It will receive only rainfall from the southwest monsoon, right? So this is the data of the station Mumbai. So we have more questions or more details to extract from the data table. We'll discuss all those things in the next video. Thank you.